Imagine a master so powerful he knows the secret to immortality, yet so wise he hides it in a simple tap of a ruler. 3 taps, a coded message, and a monkey clever enough to decode it. This isn't a fairy tale. This is the story of how Sun Wukong learned to defy destiny itself. And today, we unveil it together. The mountain of the spiritual terrace and square inch. The cave of the slanted moon and 3 stars. Poetic names, right? But in ancient Buddho-Daoist philosophy, these names hold a secret. They represent the heart-mind, the Shen, the center of consciousness, the place where enlightenment isn't found outside, but awakened within. And here, in this realm both real and symbolic, lives a master few have ever seen, but many fear. Subodhi, the great golden immortal of great awareness. A disciple of the Buddha, yet with the soul of a Daoist immortal. He has trained countless students, but none like Sun Wukong. When the little stone monkey arrives at his gate, Subodhi doesn't welcome him with honors, he tests him. For 7 years, Wukong learns no magic, he learns humility. Gathering firewood, tending the garden, calligraphy, minor rituals, nothing spectacular. But it is precisely here that the true disciple is forged, because sometimes the greatest power is born from silence. The 7th year arrives. Subodhi calls Wukong and offers him a choice. The side doors, 360 minor arts, divination, medicine, meditation, alchemy. But Wukong does something unexpected. He refuses it all. Master, he says, these arts won't grant me immortality. I want to defy death itself. Subodhi grows angry, or at least he pretends to. He takes a ruler and strikes Wukong 3 times on the head. Then he leaves, hands behind his back, door closed. Most students would have wept, would have begged forgiveness, but Wukong smiled because he understood. 3 taps equals the 3rd watch, midnight. Hands behind the back equals enter through the rear door. This wasn't a punishment, it was a secret invitation, a narrative device echoing the story of Huineng, the Sixth Chan Patriarch, a coded message for those with eyes to see. At midnight, Wukong enters the master's chamber, and Subodhi whispers the secret of immortality into his ear. Absorb the yang energy after midnight. Preserve your vital essence. Transform breath into spirit. Refine that spirit, and the body becomes unbreakable. In classical Daoist inner alchemy terms, transform essence into energy, energy into consciousness, consciousness into pure void. 3 years of practice, and Wukong attains eternal life. Now that he has attained immortality, the name given to him years ago finally reveals its true meaning. Wukong, awakened to emptiness. Power did not change him. It only made him what he was destined to be. Enjoying this video? Then subscribe, hit like, and drop a comment. You help me bring more Chinese myths to YouTube. Want to dive deeper? In the description, you'll find the first volume of the saga, Journey to the West, Origin of the Monkey, Adapted Edition. Now, let's return to the mountain, because immortality is only the beginning. Subodhi warns Wukong, every immortal must face the 3 heavenly calamities, lightning, yin fire, an invisible flame that burns from within, the bifong, the bone-penetrating wind. To survive, he needs a weapon. The master offers 2 paths,
the 36 celestial transformations or the 72 earthly transformations. Wukong, the true strategist, chooses the 72. More options, he thinks, more ways to survive. And so he learns to become anything: human, animal, plant, object, male or female, giant or tiny, visible or invisible. But beware, this isn't random magic. Every transformation requires precise mantras, hand mudras, absolute focus. And when you transform, you truly become that being, with its senses, its abilities, its limits. These aren't extra lives, as modern legends sometimes suggest. In the original novel, the 72 transformations are tactical mastery. Every form is a cosmic escape route, a deception to outwit fate. If you're struck down or pierced, it's not because you have a health reserve. It's because that body was merely an illusion, a duplicate born from a single plucked hair. And there's more. In a single night, Wukong masters the cloud somersault, 108,000 li in one leap, over 54,000 kilometers, from Beijing to New York in an instant. Plus, summoning spirits, creating barriers, casting illusions, commanding wind and rain, diagnosing illness with the suspended pulse technique, multiplying himself into thousands of clones. In 10 years, a monkey becomes the most versatile being in the universe.
But power attracts attention or corrupts. Wukong shows off his abilities for fun, for pride. The cheers of his brothers disturb Subodhi's meditation. When you cause trouble, the master says, do not say, I am your teacher. Then the final warning, if you ever speak my name, your soul shall be tormented for eternity in the underworld. Wukong promises, and he keeps his word. For the rest of the novel, he mentions Subodhi only twice, with respect, with distance. Sometimes the true teaching isn't what you learn, it's what you choose never to say. Sun Wukong, the one who awakens to emptiness. Wu means awakening. Kong means emptiness. His very name is a lesson. Enlightenment arises when you release the ego and embrace the formless. The 72 transformations? They aren't just magic, they're a metaphor. To survive life's trials, you must learn to adapt, to change, to outwit destiny without betraying yourself. This story reflects the syncretic philosophy of Ming-era China, Taoism, Confucianism, Buddhism, not in conflict, but in harmony, like Subodhi, like Wukong. And today, those principles still live on in modern psychology, in resilience, in global pop culture, because a true myth never ages, it transforms. If this story has fascinated you, leave a like. It's the best way to tell us we want more Chinese myths. And tell me in the comments, which transformation would you use if you could become anything? A hawk, a cloud, an idea? Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell. In the next episode, we'll explore the epic battle between Wukong and Erlang Shen, two masters of transformation, a clash that will shake the heavens. Remember, true power isn't changing form, it's knowing who you are in every form.